There's no time for this epidural. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new and haven't seen my face before, hey, I'm Michaela. What's up? Welcome to the channel. Make sure to subscribe down below and also hit the bell button to be notified whenever I post a new video. Today I'm going to be doing my labor and delivery story time video because, as you guys know, I did not want to do a birth vlog because I wanted to keep that part private. So I decided let's just do a story time video all about how my labor and delivery experience went. Before we begin today's video, if you haven't followed me on my social medias, Instagram and Twitter, I will have them on the screen right now, right here. I post pretty much daily content on there for you guys, so if you guys want to see daily things that I'm doing, go over and check out my Instagram and Twitter and give me a follow. Let's be friends. Let's just get right into my labor and delivery story because I'm just so excited to tell you guys everything and how everything went. I hope you guys enjoy this little story time, and let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit to August 14th. I believe it was a Wednesday. That day I had an OB appointment in the morning. She had asked me if I had had any contractions yet, and I said no, I'm pretty sure I know when I have a contraction. So I finished the appointment, I come home, I go about my day. That day I actually decided to film my collective clothing haul, and while filming it, my back was in excruciating pain. So I went and took a bath. That didn't even help. I then got hungry, so I got out of the bath. I could not even eat my food. I literally started bawling. I was in tears, my back hurt so much. So we ended up going down to the hospital, and I was only a centimeter dilated, and I think I was 50% effaced if I can remember correctly. Fast forward to my actual due date, which was August 25th. That whole day from about 8 in the morning till 9 or 10 at night, I had contractions that whole day. You could probably just imagine like how uncomfortable I was. This time I wanted to wait it out as long as I could before I decided to go down to the hospital. So relaxed all day, and then at around like 8:30, 9 o'clock we decided, okay, let's go down to the hospital, see if there's been any progression at all. We go down. This time I am 2 centimeters and I am 80% effaced. This time I decided to get a painkiller. They gave me like a needle in my hip. They gave me the morphine and the Gravel, and then I went home and I actually got a decent sleep. Fast forward to about 5:30 the next morning. Got up, I go to the washroom, my back starts hurting. So I thought, okay, maybe it's the morphine wearing off, maybe it's a backache. Got back into bed and I get the back pain again, and I'm like, oh no, like this could be it. Like this literally could be it. I could be having my baby today. This is August 26th, by the way, the next day. Me and Dylan figured out that they were in fact contractions because they were so freaking strong and they were so close together. They were only like a minute to a minute and a half apart. That's not very much time at all. And some of my contractions like wouldn't even end and a new one would be starting. They were so painful. Oh my god. So Dylan's like, okay, we're going down to the hospital. Like, it's time. I honestly couldn't even get out of bed at this point. I am in, what's that position? It's not even actually no, I think it is called fetal position. We're just gonna say I was in fetal position, if you will, because it was so painful. And Dylan came back into the room and said, I'm literally gonna call an ambulance to take us down there if I can't get you out of bed. I literally said to him that I wasn't going down in an ambulance because that's fucking stupid. That's what I said to him. So I'm trying to get out the door of our apartment. I'm having a contraction. I didn't even take the elevator down. I took the stairs while having a contraction. We got out to my car, had a contraction before I got into the car. So I'm like hunched on my car like this. I'm like holding my car, holding my back. I'm like, ow, this is so painful. Finally get in the car. We start going to the hospital, and we live about like 15 minutes away from the hospital, so it's like a decent enough distance, okay? We're on this one road, and the contractions were so bad that I started yelling. And this is when Dylan was like, all right, 4 ways are going on. I am doing like 100 down a road that's 60. We finally get down to the hospital, and it was the same nurses that I saw the previous night. So they already had my information on file. Like, I didn't have to give them my health card or anything. And they were like, oh, you're back again? I was like, oh yeah, I'm back again. Meanwhile, I'm like having a contraction. I'm like, yes I am. So they get me into the room where they first check you and see if you're eligible to be admitted, right? So I get in that room, I get the gown on, whatever. They check me, and this is where I literally probably shit my pants. They're like, yeah, you're getting admitted. You're 7 centimeters. I'm like, hold up, this baby could have been born in a car today. I just need some tea. Let me, this story's about to get really good, okay? I was shook, okay? So was Dylan. I did not expect to be that. I expected to be at like a 4 or maybe a 5. So he starts calling my mom, his mom. I'm getting admitted at this point. I get in the wheelchair, I get to the delivery room, okay? This maybe was like, maybe not even 10 minutes. Get into the bed there. They did the like blood work for the epidural because originally my plan was to get an epidural. They did the blood work for that. Dylan at this point was asking like, okay, how long is it gonna be until she gets the epidural? They said about half an hour. One of my nurses, her name was Tia actually, and she was in the room with me at this point. And I was like, I feel like I could take a shit. TMI, but like I felt like I could take a shit. So she checked me, and at this point it hadn't even been 10 minutes. She checked my cervix. I was already 8 centimeters. In not even 10 minutes, I went from a 7 to an 8. And I was still like yelling through my contractions while I was having them. My nurse Tia was great. She was telling me to take deep breaths. And then another 10 minutes later, I start yelling, I feel like I could push. So once again, my lovely nurse Tia, she checked me, checked my cervix, and she goes, yeah, you're 10 centimeters and the baby's head is right there. There's no time for this epidural. Okay, so no time for the epidural. Awesome, nice. So at this point, Dylan's got his hands on his head like, holy shit. Yeah, no time for the epidural. So basically, I'm doing it natural, which I was not expecting at all. I think at this point, she got me to do practice pushes. I think, I actually can't remember if they were practice or if she just said, okay, you can push, like go ahead. With it being my first child, I did not have a clue what I was doing. Like I did not have a clue how to push at the beginning. And then there was one point where the baby's head was literally going to pop out. I think the term for it is crowned. Yeah, so the baby's head was crowned. Like it was there, it was ready to come out. She was ready to pop into this world. Tia called in the delivery team. I was pushing, and let me tell you, I think it was the point where I was trying to pop that baby's head actually out that it was so painful. Dylan said that I was like climbing up the bed basically. Like I was almost running away from it while screaming and yelling, okay? So running up this bed, screaming and yelling my head off, felt like a disturbance to the whole hospital, let me tell you. And then finally, that baby's head popped out, and I guess all the delivery team had to do was kind of like twist her shoulders maybe, or her like arms, I don't know, and basically pull, and she was out. When she was finally out, I had no clue how long I pushed for, anything like that. So I'm asking Tia, my nurse, like, how long did I push for? Like, how long was that? And she goes, okay, so you started pushing at 7:45 a.m. and your baby was here at 8:04. So literally like 20 minutes. That's it. I was like, what? That's it? That's all? 20 minutes? Really? Wow. Okay. 20 minutes of pushing time, which I just think is absolutely mind-blowing for my first child. My whole labor process altogether from the start of my contractions was only about 2 hours 45 minutes. And then at this point, the delivery team is checking things out down there because some ladies may tear or rip, so they have to check and see if there is a tear, and then they have to determine how many stitches you're gonna need. I only needed 2 stitches and they're actually already out, so super quick healing for me. That completes my labor and delivery story time video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't like too long or too chatty. I did feel like I talked a lot, but I did want to tell you guys like how it all went, like the whole process. So I'm just so happy that I finally filmed this video. Like, oh my god, I'm just so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on all my social media. I have Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr. They're gonna be on the screen and in the description box down below, so go follow me, let's be friends. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more lifestyle, motherhood, and vlog type content, because that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be doing on my channel. So if you want to see more content like that, please subscribe, and I think that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys are having a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Let's go! go.